Welcome back to Mournful Walrus. I'm your host, Stephen Weathers, and today we are looking at Chime Sharp, which is the sequel to Chime. Also, this is gaming news, because I forgot that part. So, Chime Sharp, the sequel to Chime, which you saw in the last video, assuming I uploaded these in order, which I'm hoping I did, but we'll find out, it should be an improvement on Chime. So, the biggest thing is the game is basically done. This is not a Kickstarter for the game. This is a Kickstarter for the music, because all of the music is copyrighted by various people and you have to purchase the copyright. So what this is more than anything else a showing of faith. So by backing this game, you're showing the people who will give money to Steve, which is the guy's name, who's created the game, will give him money if the Kickstarter makes enough money to show that there are enough people who want this game. It's already $6,000 over its goal, so we don't have to worry about it not making it. This is just it's good to go. You got 15 days to get the game for cheap is all this video is. So yeah, so this is Chime Sharp. I don't know if you guys want to watch a trailer on this one.
A game I made 5 years ago.
I mean, I'll just link to it anyhow, so whatever. Right. So, $15,000 or £15,000, not dollars. The game is good to go. Yeah. And you also get user-generated content, so you can create your own grids and layouts, as we saw in the other video, which I am recording after this one because of reasons. I'm not sure why I'm doing that. £20,000, which we've also already hit, is yet to be updated. I'm not sure what's taking so long on that one, but I mean, I guess this one is just one guy instead of an entire team, so that's understandable. That they don't necessarily have people who are just running the Kickstarter versus doing everything else they're also doing. So that's that. And that's as many stretch goals that we have so far. Is the game, user-generated content, which is the same price as the game itself. And then the mystery. Ooh, spooky mystery. Now, something interesting is that you can play the game now. Because, like I said, the game is done. This is a Kickstarter for the music. So, you can check out the demo here, or here, preferably here, unless you have an older browser than here. But that's obvious. Yeah, I mean, there's really not much else to this other than going over the different tiers. Just showing you gameplay, which you saw in the other video, because I don't believe any of it will be different necessarily. The more money they do raise, the more things they will add into it, but the base game should be the same, because it's just a straight sequel. But yeah, so it'll buy the music. It'll buy him more time, because he won't have to go to work as much, because this is also paying for him to, like, code it and stuff. Yeah. Oh. There are plenty of rewards that help us out, and here's an example. If you're one of the people who backed us in Kickstarter, we'll give you a permanent badge of honor on the high score table. That's kind of cool. If you're into that kind of thing, you know what FC is. Where do you go? Okay, stop it. There we go. So here's the schedule. 2014 was the pre-production of the game, so basically creating the game itself up until early 2015, and then now is the Kickstarter, where they've got the demo and all that other stuff. And then in August and September, they will get the early access and the very, very, very early access to the game. And then December is launch. It's a pretty straightforward mission plan here. I don't know necessarily if you guys want any more information on this. It's pretty straightforward. I mean, it's just, if you enjoyed the video of Chime, check out Chime 2 The Revenge. That's all it really is. So that one's gone. So the early bird special is gone. Yeah, so you get the game for $10.50-ish US or £7. You get the game, you get it as soon as it's released, cheaper than the release price, which is always why I do the Kickstarter stuff, because it's always cheaper, because I am cheap. You get the release, you get 3 level download at the end of the Kickstarter campaign, so as soon as the Kickstarter itself is done, you get 3 levels, because those are already done. You get backer updates, your name, and in the credits and on the website, and probably more than one wallpaper, but it says wallpaper, so there you go. So that's the early bird. Okay, I guess they had a second early bird, I guess. Yeah. So there's super early bird, regular early bird, and then regular. So regular is 12-ish bucks. You get all that stuff, except not with the early bird price. You get the early access at $18 US, $12 UK, or, wow, that was stupid. $18 US, or 12 pounds. So you get the early access Steam release, and then everything else looks to be the same. At 23 US or 15 pounds, you get immediate access to the Chime Sharp and sequentially the early access version of the game. So you get the game now, I guess. As much of the game as there is now, I guess. It's confusing. At 23 pounds or 39 US, you get the 2 early access. You get to help us make the game. You have constant access to the same experimental and often broken versions of the game as the developers and artists, access to our developer forum, privilege to access to the dev team, and a key to Chime to make sure you're up to speed. So you get super alpha access and access to the developer forum and stuff. It's pretty cool. 55 US. You get a beautiful Chime postcard set and otherwise unavailable digital soundtrack. Oh, you get the soundtrack too, which is cool. Well, yeah, it's pretty cool. And everything else. At 78 US or 50 pounds, you get... You get a USB stick full of Chime secrets, including otherwise unavailable digital soundtrack featuring music from the game, and all the rewards from everything else. And a second copy of the game, just thrown on at the end. At 100 pounds or 156 US, you get the soundtrack on a 12-inch vinyl. That's pretty cool. So you can be a superstar, DJ, and drop a track at a crazy dance party in Rio, or just pin it to your wall unplayed, because that's cool too. And also everything else. 250 pounds or 390 US, you get to sponsor a block. You get to see your name up in lights in Chime Sharp's secret block zoo and help write the block's bio too. I don't understand what that means necessarily, but alright. You can design a level at the 500 pounds or 780 US dollar level. Get to work with our designers and one of Chime Sharp's musicians to help pick a palette, shape set, and board design for a level. Players will either love or hate you, and that's just how it's going to go. At 750 pounds or $1,169, which someone has backed, so that's pretty cool, you get your music in a level. That's cool. That's really cool. I like that. And also, I think everything else... except for the level design one. Yeah, so you get to throw your music into the game, you don't necessarily get to design what level your music gets. 2,000 pounds, which is gone. That's $3,118 US. Your own 3-level version of Chime Sharp with your own soundtrack, and you get your own game. Like, you get this game with your own music for 3 levels, obviously. That's ridiculous, actually. That's kind of really cool. So you get that, plus everything, not including the add your soundtrack to the game or build your own level thing. But you do get everything else. And the physical soundtrack and vinyl, just thrown in at the end. Alright, so that is really all there is to this, I think. The gameplay should be basically the same, except for the base game should be basically the same, not necessarily everything. Alright, so, check out the links in the whatchahoozit. Check out the Kickstarter, you got 15 days to go, probably 14 when this comes up. Yeah, so base game at this point is $11 US or £7. Pretty swiggity swaggles. don't forget the bagels, as they say, and by they I mean no one at all, because who the hell would say that? I've been your host, Stephen Weathers. This has been Gaming News. Chime Sharp, check it out. Don't be a not check it out kind of person. Later days.